Archangel Michael says, "Listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal carries the weight of truth and destiny." The one who toyed with your emotions, who thought your love was something they could bend and break, is now standing at the edge of their own downfall. Their games have ended, and their tears are beginning where your healing has already started. You carried pain like a silent storm, holding on when no one saw your struggle, yet heaven recorded every moment. Their laughter at your heartbreak echoed back at them, becoming the very chain that binds them now. What they thought was victory is transforming into a lesson written in fire. The angels are not blind, and every tear you shed became a cry that summoned justice. They believed your silence meant weakness, but your quiet endurance was the strongest force of all. Now, the tables have turned, and the night that once comforted their secrets has become the night that exposes them. There is no escaping divine timing, and it has finally caught up with them. Every step they took to mock you has returned to their own door, heavy and undeniable. Their eyes are opening to the truth that playing with a pure heart always comes with a cost. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They sit awake, haunted by the memory of your kindness that they betrayed. The smile you once gave them now burns in their mind like a reminder of everything they lost. No amount of distraction can erase the weight pressing on their chest. What they thought was just another moment of pleasure has now become a permanent scar on their destiny. Their name is being whispered among angels as one who crossed the line of sincerity. Every deceit they planted is sprouting now, but not in your life, only in theirs. You are being lifted higher, even as they sink into the very trap they made for you. Every door they tried to shut for you is now bolted against them. Their world is unraveling piece by piece, and they cannot hold it together any longer. Even now, their soul trembles when your name passes through their memory. The guilt they buried has risen, demanding to be seen. Heaven is not silent, and neither is justice. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They thought they could erase you from their story, but instead, your absence became the curse they cannot shake. Every voice around them sounds like a warning, every dream turns into a shadow chasing them. The one who played with your heart now feels the knife of their own choices. Archangel Michael says, "Destiny has no pity for the deceiver." They believed their actions would never return, but the circle of divine law is unbroken. What they gave to you is multiplied back upon their own life. Your healing has not gone unnoticed. Heaven is binding your wounds while exposing theirs. The same hand that lifted you is pressing on their conscience until it breaks them open. The air around them feels heavy, because they can no longer escape the truth. Every door they open leads them back to the memory of you. Their laughter is gone, their joy is empty, and their nights are restless. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The moment you were left in tears, heaven was already preparing their judgment. They may have thought time would hide what they did, but time only carried them to their consequence. Their false strength is collapsing, leaving them bare. What they once boasted about is now their deepest shame. They wore your love like a mask, and now the mask is shattering in public. Their downfall will not be private, it will be witnessed. You, the one they underestimated, are rising above. Your heart has become a weapon of light, and their darkness cannot stand against it. This is why their life feels heavy, even when yours is becoming lighter. Their whispers about you will be swallowed by their own cries. What they said in secret has been overturned by heaven's voice. Nothing is hidden anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They sit alone, realizing the truth they cannot change. They thought breaking you would build them, but it only destroyed them. Their false victories were never victories at all. Your name carries power, because heaven has tied it to protection and justice. When they hear it, it is not just a reminder, it is a prophecy of what they lost. The regret they feel is unbearable, but it is only the beginning. Archangel Michael says, the deceiver's downfall is written, and the faithful heart's rise is sealed. You have already stepped into the season of restoration. They are stepping into the shadow of their own making. The road they walk now is lonely and filled with silence. The same silence they once forced upon you is now their companion. The same darkness they laughed at you in has become their home. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The judgment upon them grows heavier with each passing day. The very ground beneath their feet trembles with reminders of the harm they caused you. Their smiles no longer reach their soul, and their laughter feels hollow even to themselves. The ones they once deceived with false charm are now walking away. People who once stood by them begin to see through the mask. Their life is unraveling, thread by thread, with no one left to hold it together. You were the blessing they rejected, the light they dimmed, but that very light has now exposed their shadows. They cannot run from what they created, every corner they hide in still echoes your name. Their destiny has become the mirror of their betrayal. Even as you rise, they are falling into the emptiness of their own actions. The heavens are not silent, they are watching every tear of regret they cry. And still, they cannot escape the price that was set long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The weight of guilt now crushes them in silence. They may smile in public, but behind closed doors, their heart beats with fear. They wake in the night drenched in sweat, replaying the moment they broke you. You carried wounds with grace, and now those wounds have turned into wings. The betrayal they thought would weaken you became the fire that refined you. But for them, that same fire has only consumed their false confidence. The life they tried to build on lies is crumbling like sand slipping through their hands. Every word they once used to manipulate now cuts back at them like a double-edged blade. Nothing is stable anymore. You were the lesson they never thought they'd have to learn. Now, you are the chapter they cannot escape. Their destiny is stained by the choices they made in arrogance. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The nights feel longer for them now. What once gave them joy now feels empty and meaningless. Every time they try to forget, the memory of your eyes haunts them. Archangel Michael says, the one who played with your heart is trapped in the web they spun. The more they struggle, the tighter it becomes. There is no release for them until every truth is faced. Their mind replays every smile of yours, every word you spoke in trust. That trust now hangs over them like a weight too heavy to carry. Their soul cries out, but heaven is unmoved by their excuses. You are stepping into freedom, and they are chained by regret. You are rising into promise, and they are sinking into despair. The shift is undeniable and irreversible. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The whispers of karma grow louder each day. Their steps are watched, their words are recorded, and their secrets are being revealed one by one. There is no covering left for them. Your name is carried by angels now, surrounded by divine favor. But their name is becoming synonymous with betrayal. Wherever they go, the truth follows like a shadow. You may not see their tears, but they fall often, unseen and unending. They cry for the love they threw away, for the peace they will never feel again. The emptiness in their chest is their new companion. Archangel Michael says, "This is the cost of crossing a chosen heart." Their punishment is not cruelty, it is the justice that balances every wound. Heaven never forgets. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The crowd that once cheered for them is now silent. Even their closest companions sense the shift, pulling away from their false light. The very people they boasted to are now doubting them. Every opportunity they reach for slips like smoke through their fingers. What once came easily is now blocked by unseen hands. Nothing prospers for them anymore. Your endurance has opened doors for you, while their deceit has closed every path before them. They may try again and again, but failure follows close behind. The season of false power is gone. The heart they mocked now shines brighter than ever, and they are blinded by it. They cannot touch what heaven has sealed, and they cannot undo what destiny has written. Their fate is already sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their restless nights have turned into endless torment. Every time they close their eyes, they see your face, not in anger, but in silence, the silence that condemns them more than words ever could. The one who thought they won by breaking you now realizes they only destroyed themselves. The places they once felt safe in now carry reminders of you. A familiar song, a scent, even the sound of laughter makes their hearts sink in guilt. There is no peace left for them, because peace was tied to the love they lost. Their mask is slipping in front of others. Those who once believed their lies are beginning to sense something broken in them. They cannot pretend forever, and the cracks are now visible to everyone. Your healing glows like fire in the darkness, and that glow burns their conscience. The more you rise, the heavier their fall becomes. They are trapped in a cycle of regret with no escape. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Every step they take feels like walking through quicksand. The more they try to move forward, the more they sink. They cannot run from the memory of how they treated you. The voice of heaven is louder now, and it follows them wherever they go. In crowded places, in silence, in their own thoughts, they cannot silence the echo of your name. This is the justice written in time itself. Archangel Michael says, "Their downfall is no accident, it is the answer to the cries of your heart." You stood in the shadows carrying pain they ignored, but heaven turned that pain into a decree of judgment. They once laughed at your tears, but now their own tears are flowing. And the difference is, your tears brought healing, while theirs only bring emptiness. The cycle cannot be reversed. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their own lies are now their prison. Every false word they spoke is returning as a blade against their soul. Even when they try to speak truth now, no one believes them. You were the anchor they pushed away, and now they drift without direction. Every relationship they attempt falls apart, because trust cannot grow in soil poisoned by betrayal. They are learning that the seeds they planted are all they have left. Your strength terrifies them. They see you moving forward, shining brighter, while their own path grows darker. They cannot stop watching, and it only deepens their regret. The punishment is not only in what they lost but in what they now witness. They must watch your rise while standing in the ruins of their own choices. Their envy burns like fire, but it cannot touch you anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They thought time would erase the past, but time has only sharpened it. Each year, each day, the weight grows heavier. No distraction can bury what heaven has marked. The ones they thought they could lean on are abandoning them. One by one, their circle shrinks, leaving them isolated. Even those who once laughed with them now sense the curse upon their actions. Your story is becoming testimony, but theirs is becoming warning. People will remember them not for their charm but for their betrayal. Their name will forever be tied to the pain they caused. And yet, your name is carried by light, whispered by angels, lifted in divine favor. The contrast grows clearer every moment. Justice has painted two paths, one of glory, one of regret. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They sit in silence, staring at the walls that close in on them. Their thoughts are heavy, their heart heavier still. No amount of words can undo the choice they made. Archangel Michael says, your heart has been vindicated. Every tear, every cry, every moment you felt forgotten has now become a record against them. Nothing escapes the hand of destiny. They believed they could move on without consequence, but now consequence is all they have. Every door they open leads them back to the memory of you. And that memory is both their punishment and their prophecy. Your light shines brighter each day, because heaven has restored what they tried to take. Their shadow grows darker, because truth always exposes deceit. And nothing can turn back the time. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their voice trembles even when they try to sound strong. The echoes of their betrayal live inside their chest, making every word feel like a lie. They cannot breathe freely anymore, because the weight of guilt has become their shadow. The days stretch endlessly for them, and nights are colder than they ever imagined. What once felt like power now feels like emptiness. They are realizing that to break a pure heart is to break their own future. The people who once admired them now whisper behind their back. Every mask they wear slips under the eyes of those who see the truth. Their shame grows heavier, and they cannot stop the downfall that has begun. Archangel Michael says, their story has turned against them. The one who mocked your pain now knows the taste of their own bitterness. Heaven is not blind, and justice never sleeps. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They cannot escape the cycle they created. Lies attract lies, pain attracts pain, and they are now drowning in what they gave to you. Every path they choose only leads them deeper into regret. Your healing shines brighter as their world grows darker. They may try to smile, but inside, they are crumbling. Even their reflection in the mirror feels like a stranger to them. Every memory of you is a reminder of what they lost forever. The laughter you once shared now sounds like an echo they will never hear again. That absence burns them more than any punishment could. The more they try to forget, the more heaven reminds them. Their betrayal is the wound that never heals. Their downfall is the story they cannot rewrite. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Their heart aches with a pain they cannot explain. It is the same pain they gave you, only multiplied. That pain is now their inheritance, the fruit of the seeds they planted. Your name is spoken with honor now. But theirs is carried with warning, a reminder of what happens when love is played with. They cannot wash it away, no matter how hard they try. Archangel Michael says, their tears cannot erase the truth. Their regret cannot rewrite the past. Justice has been served, and balance has been restored. You walk forward with strength, and they stumble in weakness. You rise in glory, and they sink in shame. This is the turning of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The silence around them is loud, reminding them of the silence they forced upon you. They thought they could ignore your cries, but now their own cries echo unanswered. What they did in secret is now their constant torment. The ones they trusted no longer believe them. Even their closest allies feel the shift and step away. Betrayal never goes unpunished, and they are learning it too late. You, the one they underestimated, stand tall. Every step you take now is guided by favor. The pain they caused has turned into your power. The choice they made was their downfall. The love they lost was their punishment. And the destiny you walk in is their reminder. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their story will be told, not as triumph but as warning. People will remember how they played with love and paid the price. Their name will carry weight, but not the kind they once desired. You are proof that no wound is wasted. You are proof that every heartbreak turns into strength. You are the evidence that light always overcomes darkness. Archangel Michael says, this is your season of justice. The scales have tipped in your favor, and nothing can stop your rise. The deceiver has been silenced by their own choices. You walk into freedom, while they remain chained. You live in truth, while they drown in lies. Your heart is no longer their toy, it is heaven's treasure. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Their future looks empty now. The dreams they once chased are slipping from their grasp. Every plan they make crumbles before it can begin. Your future shines brighter with every sunrise. Heaven has marked you with blessing, protection, and promise. Nothing they did can take away what was meant for you. Their tears may never stop, but yours have turned into joy. Their regrets may never heal, but your heart has already been restored. The balance is clear, and destiny is sealed. The one who played with your heart has finally met their truth. And the truth is unforgiving. The game they started has ended, and the cost is their own soul. Type Amen to get blessing 555.